So hold up.
Hold up for white.
I'm gonna get some water.
Kate.
And chippies. Do you want anything?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
Give me a second, guys. Okay, hopefully there aren't any echoes. We should be good to go. Let me double check on the main menu. There might be some. Be easier to double check when we have the well, cutscenes going on. Well, I'll definitely hear the echo now. Give me a second to fix that, guys. Sorry about this. Check 900. What about 1000? Thank you for echo, by the way. Okay, should be good. God, this fucking arrangement. Oh boy.
Sexy.
I doubt this is gonna be an easy fight because I've only seen parts of it. But we'll see what else I gotta do. But let me double check everybody's materia. Because Lord, last night got robbed, but not tonight. God damn it.
Sounds like it came straight out of Lord of the Rings.
Lord. I feel like she might need some more actual magic. I'm gonna give her a barrier just in case. Let's see, Barrett, what should I give you, man? Stop cleansing. Okay. Hopefully, we're good. Also, I double check if the audio's fine. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Is it our destiny to defy
Testing, testing.
destiny?
1, 2, 3.
It's an interesting question.
Cloud, we should go.
Maybe lower just a tiny bit. Alright, let's see if we can fucking do this. Lord.
Ready? Never tried to challenge destiny.
This could well be her last line of defense. It won't be easy.
Might as well just for context. At least once. Feeling I'm gonna die a lot.
Let's go.
If it is first try, I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Wouldn't be the first time I spit in Destiny's eye. Whether you can see the scenes or you can't, doesn't change that she's always trying to have it her way. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey.
What time is it right now?
It is 10:39.
Okay. Yeah, then yeah, for the interest of time, I'll skip them. Just because, Lord. I already know from last night, no mercy. Or rather, skip what I can, because look.
You're alive!
Happy to see me?
Wouldn't go that far.
So that thing. It's a whisper too, huh?
Looks a lot more like an arbiter of fate than the others.
We can beat them.
Bring it on!
Come on.
Fuck. Nomura goes, Jesus Christ, alright, cool. I ain't answering that. I'm just gonna focus on the game. Sick comment, bro. Kappa.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh god, that was the worst choice.
No holding back.
Bring it on.
Just trying to think. Yeah, because I was about to say that's right.
Run!
But rip.
We gotta go!
Hey, what's up, Zgoten?
Just go!
Shit! Look out!
Zgoten, is the audio good, by the way? Just making sure.
Run, damn it, run! Move your ass!
It's good? Okay. God. And of course, immediately when I just want to use a spell, get sniped out of it.
Left up. Anytime now.
Oh, shit.
Don't give up. Give your best shot.
I'm waiting.
Oh god, not quite what I was expecting.
Let's do this. Gotcha.
GG.
Come on.
Damn it!
We gotta get out of here now.
Oh man, can't even use items out of this. Rip. Hello, hand.
Reach for my hand.
No. Cursed.
All right.
Damn it. Damn, I still got fucked up.
Sorry, it's all my fault.
Won't last long.
Hang in there!
Shit.
Let's go!
Hang back.
Come on!
Here we go. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Bring it!
Double down.
Fuck.
It's over.
Nice.
Let's kick it up a notch.
Let's finish! Good luck!
My turn.
Did we do it?
Hang on! Eric!
You run.
Lord.
What the hell did I just see?
There's a lot of shit that I want to talk about, but I'm waiting till after. Fuck.
Don't you dare.
Damn it. How do we stop these things?
Well, the big one is way over there. However, these guys are right here.
Let me see.
Get ready. Floppy.
Damn.
No way.
Fuck.
Guess it's my turn. I'm
God
counting
damn
on
it.
you. All right. Watch it look.
Let's do this.
Hope to God I don't get interrupted.
Take the lead.
And never mind.
Give them hell.
Taking over.
Oh god. God, I knew it.
It's over. Enough. Enough. Here we go.
Oh my god, fuck off. Stop covering, damn it. Let him die.
While in the background.
Lord.
Take him down. Gotcha. No holding back.
I'm just mashing square for the hell.
Enough. That's that. Enough. Hope you're ready.
There we go.
This can't be our future. The future is always a blank page.
Them again? Least they could do is give us a little breather.
I say we split up. Take them down at the same time.
In that case, Ultra Big Boy is all mine.
Maybe I can make progress on this. Shit.
Bring it on, bitch.
That's still going for that.
I still love it.
Alright, come on, damn it. Also phone. Great timing. Give me a second. Alright.
Get ready.
Oh god, I thought I had ATV. I'm an
I
idiot.
got this. You're up. I'll show you what I can do. Go on! Stop it! Why don't you lead the way?
Oh god, this shit. What should I do?
We can do better.
Let's do this.
Right. We can do this together.
Come on.
God, no.
Let me handle this. Stay strong. I'm coming. This one's for you.
Well. fuck. What to do, what to do.
That was something.
Fuck.
We'll get through. That's it.
God. Second, I'm ready to just do anything else. Let me see. Fuck it, do it on cloud.
Here goes. You've got this.
All the time. No holding back.
Here he comes.
Oh no. Where is it?
Here.
Holy shit, I can't block those either? Oh my god, I need to learn how to avoid that attack. That's a fucking problem.
I'm waiting. Going all out. Here we go.
Oh fuck.
Let's go. Go on. Pour it on. One more shot. I'll show you what I can do.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's dance, asshole.
What should I have her do?
Stay strong, okay? Can you take over for me?
Back. Get ready. Come on.
Fuck.
All set. I'm coming. That's it. Cut. This one's for you. It's your turn. Oh, let's go.
Actually, let me see.
I got this. Double time.
Let me There.
Fuck. Well, silly me.
I'll take care of them. Why don't you lead the way?
Once again, I thought I had ATV. Oh, damn it.
Keep it together.
Let's go. Yeah. Good luck. Here goes.
Oh my god, there we go. Is that actual progress? I can't believe it. Maybe.
There. Still here.
Let's try that again.
Why can't I?
Great. I'm glad I switched.
Here we go.
Oh my god, I thought it was going after someone else. Fuck. Imagine wanting to reposition to get away from one attack and fall right into another. Jesus. Fuck.
Don't give up.
Holy shit. Fuck.
We did it! Right.
Oh god. Oh god, wait, I forgot to assess them. It's fine. If this happens, I'm not gonna worry about that.
Barrett, we're counting
I
on
already
you.
did it before on stream anyway.
Time to finish this.
Lord.
Gotcha.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I know what that's alluding to.
Did we beat him? Think so.
I don't know about that.
Get him! Here it comes! There.
In case there's something else, I'll wait on using that one.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Fuck.
Go on!
Can I even aim for it all the way over here? What the fuck? That was like one tap, is that it? You got this like not like this. God.
Where are we?
I'm waiting, Cloud.
Yo, what the fuck?
What the hell is this?
This is...
God damn. Oh my god, the fucking meteor. Fuck.
Sephiroth.
God, that looks sick. You having fun, man? Do you enjoy this? Jesus Christ. Oh my lord.
Damn, for real.
Let's finish this.
Oh boy. We're about to really fight. Oh man.
Fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud. Shut up! I'm waiting.
Oh god. Timed it one move earlier. Fuck.
Come, Cloud. No holding back. Beg for forgiveness.
Oh shit. That's right, Tifa had assess. Oh man. Well, let me read. Unable to read, of course. Of course. Gosh darn it. No, he probably is, but I don't have it. God, this music is sick.
You're mine. Right for me. Anytime now. The planet will come on. I see you.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Fuck.
what the fuck?
This won't take long.
Oh god.
You are frightened.
God
Beg
damn.
for forgiveness. Anytime.
Do something.
No holding back. Do you dream of me? That'll do. Steady.
Come on.
Let's finish this.
Jesus Christ, man.
Here we go.
Oh boy, what is this about to be?
Ooh.
Fuck. Oh my lord, no. That imagery.
Did you miss me?
Yes, queen.
Bless Queen.
It's tough.
Yeah, so what? Screw him.
God.
Oh my god, I love
Love
her
you.
so much.
Oh god. I need some heals.
Let's switch it up.
I'm coming.
Holy shit, teleported right to her.
Hey,
God, he doesn't stop.
tagging out.
Oh my god. He would have that fucking move.
Come on.
Fuck.
Anytime now.
Okay, he's got one last one.
On your
Get him.
Oh no.
I'll take care of him. I'll take care of you.
Gotta be careful. Enjoy it. Bring it.
It's your turn.
Need to heal up.
Stay back.
Fuck.
Wait, seriously? One more shot.
No, I'm dead.
feeling pretty weak.
Yep. Oh my god. Not having ATB. Fuck.
Fucks your shit up.
Oh my god. Like, there's nothing I could fucking do. Yes. God.
Troll, I'm sorry. I really love
I know, but it feels like a taunt when I'm dying.
No!
I'm like, I'm trying to
It's
go
so
on salty run back
pretty.
mentality. Lord.
It's so pretty and jazzy. And now
Hey, what's up, Hermes?
I'm just in love with it.
Cool. I'm in love with being this man's ass.
Oh my god. Don't be so salty.
He deserves it.
Hey, look on the bright side. Checkpoint.
Pretty much, yeah, thank fuck. If they expect me to
Imagine
do
if
that
you had to
entire thing
I
with
would
no
literally-
checkpoint, I'd be like, yo,
I would literally be like, I'd
Square
give
Enix
the
is on
game,
some other shit.
I'd give the game a 5 out of 10 for that alone.
Fate is not to be taken lightly. Shut up! Here we go.
Damn.
Right. That'll do. Steady. Come on, come, Cloud.
Ugh, 1 second too late again.
Get ready. Let's get this over with. Going in. Try this.
Fuck.
The planet will claim you.
Oh, what's up, Dad? Oh, sweet, I'm gonna need it. This man's hard. Fun challenge, though.
Let's hustle. Come on. All right. I see.
God, that's right, that one you can't counter.
Try me. Steady.
God, nope. Try dodging, but it's too fast.
I see you. Did you dream of me?
Yes, all the time.
So get out of my fucking head.
I see you.
Ugh, every time I fall for that. Keep thinking he's gonna attack faster than he does, but no.
Enjoy it. Feeling good. Get ready.
Oh my god.
Anytime now.
Nope, that stance takes a minute.
Enjoy it. Come on. Ain't dead yet. Steady. Floppy. Well. Ride with me.
Did you miss me?
Not really. It's tough.
Yeah, so what? Screw him.
Every time.
I'll take care of him. You've got this.
I got this. Get ready.
Jesus.
Come on.
coming. Ha! This one's for you.
Damn, he just instantly teleports to where she was.
You will be quiet.
God damn it.
Take the lead.
I'll take care of them. I'll take care of you.
Let's do this. Here we go.
Go on.
I'm waiting. Take it from here.
I'm coming. Why don't you lead the way?
No more. All right. Shit.
Oh my god, he can't even dodge to get hit out of that.
You're done.
God damn.
Get ready. Now's our chance.
I can help too.
Let's dance, asshole.
One more shot.
Oh god, it might be too late.
Back me up, okay? Can you take a...
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Rip. Sneeze when the wings activate.
I'm allergic to saffron. Also feathers.
Tifa! What I miss?
Yeah, nothing much. Oh boy.
Here we go.
Get him!
Robbie.
What?
Never mind, concentrate.
Man, I trained for this. Here goes. This one's for you. It's your turn.
There it is, the party.
Yeet. God, it's so good. Unable
sorry.
to read anyway.
Sorry, I was laughing. Okay, now that you're here, I was laughing because it sounded like Cloud said, like, I know he said sloppy, but it sounded like he said floppy.
What the fuck? I quit.
Floppy moves, Sephiroth.
Get help. God damn this music.
Oh, it's
Anyway.
so fucking good.
Give my a break, Uncle Crab Pants. What the fuck? Either way, let me enjoy this
I'll
fucking
show you
music.
what I can do.
My turn.
As I die, potentially. No, not regen.
I see. Try me. I'm waiting. It's on you.
Let me see. Oh, I thought it was stunned. No.
I'll take care of them. Tagging out. It's on you. I should probably heal up first.
Taking over.
I'm feeling pretty...
Fuck.
Get ready. Anytime now.
God, it's so fucking good.
Oh.
I'll take care of
Sorry, everything.
Enjoy. No holding back. Try hard.
Oh no.
Watch yourself. I'll show you what I can do. Why don't you lead the way? Okay, up and out. You're up. So it's my turn? Tagging out. Bingo.
No more games. Get ready.
Holy shit.
Just hang on.
Holy shit.
Can you fight?
Sephiroth, can you please just...
Enjoy it.
Ice infusion. Oh, okay, okay. It means it's weak to fire.
Stay back.
Ugh, no.
It's
Man,
your
the
turn.
stagger is so strict that it's like hard to dodge on that third one. And that again. Oh my god.
I'm here.
Beg for forgiveness.
She wasn't even looking at her.
I'll take care of them. This one's for you. You can do it.
Hang back. Enjoy it.
Let me get him.
Don't look away.
Oh god, it tracks immediately to whoever just switched. Oh my god, that's bullshit.
Why don't you lead the way? You ready? Still here.
Gareth, I'm begging you, please get one bar of ATV. Oh my god.
One more shot.
No race.
Okay, up and at him. This way.
Come on. Floppy. Come on.
Get him. Bingo. Go on.
Fuck. Oh my god, I can't do anything.
Beg for forgiveness.
God, when it says elemental, I'm like terrified.
I'm here. Just go away.
Fuck.
Good to go? I'm wide awake now. Over this way.
I'm waiting.
Gotcha. There.
Great, now he's staggered when they're... He's fucking dead. Here, please.
Bring it. Okay, up and at him.
See if we're gonna reach.
Nothing personal.
This one's for you. Bring it.
Let me see.
Give me your best shot.
Oh boy, what now?
Okay, he killed the world anyway.
That's it.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Stay strong, okay?
Great, if it's not one, I get sucked into the other. Holy shit. Okay, let me keep my composure if I can. I'm stuck. Never mind.
Go on. There. That's it. One more shot.
Oh god, and Cloud's already dead. Shit.
Darkness falls.
Oh no. Yep, just like I thought, leaves him with 1 HP. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh my god, where is it? Actually, you know what? Fuck it, when am I gonna use this? Should I use Elixir? Man, it's not to fully restore MP, but not HP. That's so weird. I think we can do it if she still has, Prey afterwards.
You'll feel better in a second.
Let me see.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Oh god, I thought it was... Okay, I thought Shadow Flow was another move. Fuck. Might as well.
Stay strong.
God, I forget that move follows right afterwards. Oh boy. Should I wait? Oh my god. This is really, really bad. Oh, this is really fucking bad.
What the fuck?
Fuck. All because I pressed... Oh my lord. Oh my fucking god. Fuck.
I'm here.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Come on. Darkness falls.
Please don't tell me I'm trapped in the fucking corner. Oh my god. Fuck.
Still up for it?
This is so stressful.
Bring it.
Oh, Jesus.
You okay?
Oh, shit. What do I want to do?
Get him!
Let me hear you wail.
Oh my god.
That'll do.
Bring it! Stay back! Cut!
Be careful. Shit.
Oh my god, there we go. Holy shit.
Welcome back.
I saw that countdown from 5 to 2, and I was like, I don't want to know what happens when he says 1. Wouldn't surprise if it was instant game over.
That's the most stressful thing I've ever seen.
Like, within 5 seconds, 2 dead, Aerith at 1 HP.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bring it down. Fuck.
God, I wish it was that easy. Oh my lord, are we really doing this? What the fuck?
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist.
For your fucking
God, I
mind.
have so many fucking questions.
Our world will become a part of it. One day.
Okay, what does that mean?
Will not end. Nor will I have you end.
This is...
Fuck.
The edge of creation. Cloud, lend me your strength.
Bro, what?
Let us defy destiny together.
I don't know about this.
never.
God, this music, man.
Bro.
Oh my god, these cuts. Holy shit.
Bro! Fucking ninja over here. You need to set off like, no, really?
For real.
This is boring.
Not yet.
He's like, this is so free. Oh my god.
Shit.
Shit.
7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
Bro, what the fuck? God damn, that's some sick imagery though.
Mr. Vice President.
Mr. President,
That's right.
But of course.
Rufus. Doofus.
Oh god, that Genova theme.
Okay.
I was like, should be on the Perfectly Cut Screams Twitter.
Honestly, it really should. Holy crap.
Certainly Twitch audio. What the fuck? That's not Stamp.
Wait. Is that all of them?
Holy shit, he lived through that? What the fuck? Oh my god, I gotta explain some shit later. What the oh my god, this is getting fucking nuts.
But I don't know, he looks like shit.
Hey, Cloud. You see that?
Oh my god.
Bro, they're
Fuck.
doing, wait,
Fuck.
they're doing some AU shit.
This is fucking crazy.
Alternate reality. Is that what they mean by freaking, oh, we're gonna fight against Destiny
I don't know.
and Fate?
I'm still waiting till all the cutscenes are over. Fuck. This is insane.
Do you ever wonder if their swords just kind of stay magnetically in place, like they have a magnetic thing
Probably.
on their backs?
God.
Sorry, I ruined the move, but like every single time I see that, I'm like,
Sector 7?
Thank you.
Where is this?
have your soup, ma'am.
Yeah, looks like it.
Doggy!
Doggo. Oh man.
Sparkles.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait,
Biggs
what?
lived?
What?
Oh my god.
Hell no. What?
Holy shit.
Biggs! You're alive!
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Baby!
Oh my lord. God, this is fucking me up.
Daddy?
Molly! I'll call
I thought he was gonna keep it as a little memento.
As long as he's still out there.
I thought you beat him.
Nah, bro, he's still out there.
If it was that easy, man.
We can. We will. Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use a nose like mine.
Yeah, boy.
I'm in too. Bastard wants to destroy the whole planet, doesn't he? An enemy of hers is an enemy of Avalanche.
Whomst?
Oh my god.
Wait a minute!
Oh my fucking god.
Almost there, Cloud.
Bro!
Holy shit.
Did we just sit?
Oh
Did
my
we just
god.
change the future?
What the fuck, dude?
The fuck did we do? Did we just like?
Oh,
Because I know
my
what's
lord.
supposed to happen. Sorta.
I'll explain later. Oh my fucking god.
What is it? The steel sky.
Fuck. Oh my lord. That's... oh my god. Is that it? Oh my lord, I can't believe it. I got so many fucking goosebumps right now. Fuck, we did it. That's Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh my lord. Fuck. I got some shit to say, but I want to see if these credits have anything else. Afterwards or during it. Fucking incredible. Oh my god. But I have... oh my god. Hamazu and... oh my god. Like, incredible fucking soundtrack. God. So good. I just can't believe I'm seeing the credits, man. Withdrawal is gonna hurt me like a bitch. Oh, man. Let me see what I missed in chat. Hurry's like, yes, use everything. God. Game over? Nah, oh my god, that was clutch. Save the wiper later. Lord. Okay, didn't miss anything too crazy, but my god. That was fucking intense. Honestly, I wouldn't have that Sephiroth fight any other way. That was fucking perfect. God damn. Christ, makes sense to have so many, like, sound directors, because that was fucking ridiculous. But good lord. Is there anything else to this, though? I don't know. Because if it's anything like other Square games, there might be some shit in here. I'm still just waiting. I don't want to like, give all my thoughts while this is happening, because it might be alluding to stuff. Oh my god. I can't believe Biggs fucking lived.
God.
Holy
Do you know
shit.
how fucking, like, heavy my heart was after that?
God. Erica Limbeck. Imagine, like, everybody. Oh my god. Every single person who did the voice acting in this game. Fucking phenomenal job. Like, some of the best voice acting I've heard in years.
Bro, the voice
Honestly,
acting was fucking amazing.
fucking great.
All throughout.
Like, top class shit. Oh my god. Like, no shit, I'm probably gonna, like, keep looking back on this game fondly for inspiration for myself personally. Shit's great. So many opinions. Yeah, we'll get to it soon, Zgoten. Also, I fucking called that shit. Yes, I died on the Sephiroth fight, but technically, did it all on the first try. God, I called that shit. Oh, Lord.
That was kind of cursed.
That was cursed. I knew it. But I'm kind of glad we're doing this, because now closing thoughts can happen right after.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Zach Aguilar was here too. Jesus Christ, so many of them I know. This is insane.
This song is really good.
Man. Yeah, this was a track that Nobuo Uematsu like made for the remake, which is nuts.
So good. I'm digging it.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm being attacked by that list.
Bro!
God damn. So many people. Roger Craig Smith, Kate Higgins, oh my lord, too many people to see on that list. Phenomenal cast. But yeah, this credit scene was fucking great. Galaxy Brain of this ending. Size 2.5 hour post-credits discussion. Man, I can't wait to see that shit later. I need to see what his theory is, because I got my own theory. But fuck, it's insane. My ears are ringing. God. But my theory is kind of more general, since I've not played all the compilation games, so I'm not sure. There's already a lot of stuff they're like taking from the compilation and putting it into the original game. They're going in so many places. Are these cutscenes all the same? Shit, they might be. I'm just still looking.
Eye emojis.
God. This orchestrated theme is beautiful for her, though. God. Fucking phenomenal game, though. Like, this shit is probably in, like... I don't even know if it'd be, like... Because I don't even know, like, what you put as, like, games, like, your favorite games of all time, if it's, like, a top 10 or a top 5. But I know it's definitely on my list of, top favorite games of all time, period. This game... Fuck. This game has made me, like,
God.
feel things that I haven't in, like, over a decade. Like, the sheer joy, hype, and just, like, emotions just on this fucking journey have been some of the best I've had in years. I couldn't stop smiling playing this fucking game, man.
So many highs.
God, it's incredible.
And that was just part 1.
That's just part 1. But now, oh man, now I really don't know where they're going for part 2. Fuck. But we'll get into it.
Yeah, some people have been a little confused, and I've been seeing a lot of people being a little upset, but I think it's because of the confusion, where they're like, well, you know, there's some stuff that looks like it's gonna be changing, you know, like timeline-wise. So some people are like, well, you know, by that point, wouldn't it be a reimagining rather than a remake?
Yo, what the fuck?
What?
I didn't get that.
Oh, you didn't get the kiss?
Yeah, what? I guess that's if you, like, do it with, like, high health or something on the bike minigame.
I guess so.
Shit. Oh my god. I'm just looking to see if we missed anything else. Jesus. Shit's so fucking good.
Lel. approach the fucking madman. Biggs.
Yeah, seems like it's all the same, but maybe some cutscenes that could have gotten but didn't.
Biggs, the hot teacher.
You disagree with quite a bit of it.
And his kitties.
Not as if they have unlimited possibility or whatever. Next VII Remake. It's a requel, god.
A requel?
I guess remake sequel, but it's like, listen, we'll get into it. We'll get into it soon. Good lord. Shit's crazy out here. Lord.
Bro, this game's soundtrack, though.
Honestly...
I've been saying it all throughout, but it slapped consistently, beginning to end.
Honestly, the best soundtrack I've heard personally in the Final Fantasy games that I've played. The best soundtrack.
Oh, for sure.
Like, don't get me wrong, I know 9 probably has some great ones. I know, 10 is fantastic as well, but like for me, from the ones that I've played, this is, oh my god, without question, my favorite soundtrack. Fuck. It was so free. The consistency, man. It hit all the right notes for me, literally. God.
Ooh. So that's what it was.
What?
There's a track that I saved to my Spotify that I really liked. I think it's from Final Fantasy 13.
Ah, okay. Yeah, 13 has a pretty good soundtrack, too.
It's really good. But I haven't heard the rest of it, so I can't really say, ooh, just based on that one song, the soundtrack is great.
Yeah. That's the thing for me, like, I could say, like, in general, this soundtrack is fantastic.
Like, there's some games where, like, there are a few bops, but then there's a few that are just kind of like, eh.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna be hard to top this for me. Oh my god. I just mean on soundtrack, by the way. They're, like, don't get it twisted, yo.
Well, the only other time I felt this way about a soundtrack has been, well, first of all, the Nier games.
Can confirm the soundtrack is the best part of 13. How much is good? Yeah.
Ooh, I'm definitely gonna have to hear the rest of it then. But, yeah. I don't know, I would say it's definitely up there in Nier Automata, Octopath Traveler, probably even more.
I'd say more for me, just because, like, all the genres that it mixes in.
Yeah, like it's very multi-genre, and it nails all of them.
And it doesn't even, like, it's insane how much, like, they could have just skimped out and used, oh my god, it's a completely different dress I could have gotten with Cloud. That's insane.
There's completely different dresses
Holy
you
shit.
could get with both of the girls, too.
Yeah, I think I saw it was, like, 3 for each, which is insane.
Yep.
Oh my lord. It's insane, though. Like, there's just so much.
I think it depends on what you tell Tifa back at the end.
Well, that one, yeah.
Yeah,
or not the end, but, like, yeah, where they were, like, residential.
Yeah, and then, for Aerith, I want to say it's when you were talking to Madam M. Remember
Potentially. I think that one might have to do with, like, the quest. Like, afterwards, if she sends you off on, like, with, Sam.
Yeah.
If you do them or not, and, like, based on how well you do. Because remember there were, like, points where, like, materia was, like, being prompted. And I had them, like, pretty low level, so sometimes the quest would end up questionable.
I remember that, but no, remember when when Aerith asks you what you think about her dress, and you say, like, oh, it's comfortable, or whatever.
Well, it might, but, I feel like the quest would, like, affect, that dress. Or Cloud's.
I see what you mean now. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, I didn't get what you were saying at first.
Because that's, like, when she, like, sends you off and she's, like, working on her dress. And you, like, go off and do those quests.
Yeah,
and it's all material level based, like, your odds of being, like, really good at them.
Well, I'm guessing that because you got a pretty good outcome, she got a nice dress out of it. Because no offense, that pink one looked pretty plain Jane.
This theme always reminds me of humanity, just because of Asiacopter. Lord. Unique scene when you sleep at Myra's house with either Aerith, Tifa, or Barrett. Oh shit, so kind of like the whole, like, date thing of the gold saucer. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, so we got Tifa, I guess. Which is dope.
Wait, what happened?
Zgoten was saying that there's also... Remember that scene when, we were at Elmira's house? Like,
yes.
like, Aerith's house?
Yes.
And, Cloud woke up and he went downstairs and Tifa was outside.
Yes.
Apparently, it can either be Tifa, Aerith, or Barret, depending on the choices you make.
Oh, so I'm guessing we got Tifa.
Yeah, and I want to say, like, when we
Tifa
got sent down
romance.
to the sewer, that was definitely a choice. That was, like, in the original, I remember.
Oh. Okay.
Or, like, if you, like, interact with any of the ones that are, like, you know, down, you either talk to Aerith or Tifa first. After Corneo sends you down there. But, man.
Also, I didn't understand what it, like...
Recommend watching the other ones. Can we even do that? I guess on YouTube, but it's like...
Yeah.
I don't even know. I kind of want to save them for, like, a second playthrough whenever I do this game again, but I'm not sure. Because trying to set that up now would be a little bit tricky. Might be able to get it done, though. Lord.
Oh, shoot. I forgot what I was gonna say.
What happened?
I was gonna say, oh, when she was like, oh, Cloud, you're hurting me. I was like, damn, Cloud, what the fuck are you doing? But then I remembered that soldiers have, like, super strength, so.
Yeah. Nap, I know. Also, man, you're lucky I got spoiled on that. But yes, I know about the hard mode.
A what?
Nap was mentioning hard mode. The thing is, I'm not going to do another playthrough right after this. I will say that much, people. It's been a glorious week, over a week, of playing this game. But there's other stuff coming out. You already know Trails is like my main thing for this year. Plus, I want to save hard mode for when the second game comes out. And I'll have something to hold me over in it, you know, the excitement, you know. I don't want to do them all right now. Kind of want to save it for a rainy day, as they say. But Lord. Yeah, I don't think I see too many alternative scenes here. Mainly in wall market and shit, though, for sure. That's definitely where the game had a lot of choices you could do. Oh my god, if there's like 2 fights I wish I could learn properly, it's fucking Hell House and Rufus. God. Those two are great. Jesus Christ, just seeing all this in like this big ass collage, I'm like, my god, the amount of work for each cutscene is insane. Absolutely insane. God, this medley too, though, going in. Jesus. I will repeat this shit again, though. Please, Square, please put this on Spotify. I'm begging you. Oh my god. This shit needs to be on Spotify.
Honestly.
Like, today.
Like, please.
Like, right now, when I finish the stream, it better be on Spotify. I wish I had that kind of influence. Oh, man.
That'd be great if you could just say that. It would just happen.
It would just happen. Later? Yeah, later, Net. Lord. I'm assuming the credits might be done soon. Looking at these last two, there might be something, maybe not. God. I still can't believe it's over. Like, I'm gonna be thinking about this shit for a long time. God. Well, the original fans, staff and fans, Square Enix staff, man, they know. The OGs. God. Fucking awesome. Oh, God. Feels so good to be excited for Final Fantasy again. Oh my god. What? Excuse me? Whoa. The menu's dropping down. Holy shit, that's trippy. Is that supposed to happen? Section has now been unlocked. Open the menu, press touchpad. System, chapter selection. Any chapter from the beginning using your current characters, weapons, and materia. Huh. Great way to tackle uncompleted quests. Find story elements you missed the first time through. More thoroughly explore Midgar. Oh, shit.
Bro.
I kind of want to do a bonus session to look through, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I thought it'd all be one session, but it's like, there's probably a few things you probably look through. But man, that's cool though. I feel like if I were to do that, it might be like on my own at some point. I don't know when. But man. Guess we'll press resume though. Yeah, because that's on system chapter selection. That's cool though. So it's kind of like a new game plus, but you can pick and choose wherever you want to go, which is really nice.
Quite handy.
Difficulty is now unlocked and can be selected by going to chapter selection, playing one of the chapters. In this difficulty, items cannot be used. Only HP is restored at rest spots. However, certain manuscripts are only available in this difficulty setting. When they say manuscripts, do they mean like limits, or what do they mean by manuscripts? They mean like new moves for enemies? Huh. I'm not sure what that means. Interesting. Actually, Zero, do you have any idea what the heck manuscript means? I'm lost. Record of your adventure can be viewed from system play log in the main menu. Log contains information from battle records to story branches. Oh shit, cool. I want to mess with that. Bonus EXP and AP. You will now earn twice as much EXP and 3 times as much AP. A new combat simulator. A new combat simulator has become accessible from Hojo's lab. Test it out, select chapter 17 from chapter selection. Skipping the bike minigame. Bike minigame cannot be skipped from the pause menu. Oh, cool. Huh. Man, they really thought of all this shit if you want to like go back and just find shit again. That's dope. God, I really want to check that shit, the new combat simulator. Who knows what's there. But I guess that's it. Man, there's something really sad about seeing just... Here's my party. We almost made it out alive. Jesus Christ, our health is terrible.
Here's my party. They're half dead.
Aerith lived.
29 HP.
She lived, goddammit.
Yo.
Oh, man.
That's kind of hilarious.
That's some shit. I'm just trying to save it there and see if file changes or anything. Yep, chapter selection, manual save. Man. That's wild. So, let me see, play log. So, battle until report's completed, 18 out of 20. Damn, so close. Costume challenges, 10 out of 11. What did I miss? Sooner combat simulation battles completed, 6 out of 14. Jesus. Modules completed, 24 out of 26. Wow, everything about this is just like so close yet so far. Enemy intel collected. So I guess we missed like 4 enemies? I'm just looking. Weapon abilities learned, 21, 24. The enemy skills learned, 3 out of 4. Damn it. Manuscripts obtained, 156. How do I get more manuscripts? I guess it's only in hard mode. Yeah, and 1 out of 3 for chapter 14 resolutions witnessed. Interesting. Okay. Chapters cleared in hard difficulty, 0 out of 18. Yeah, that ain't happening. But GG. Alright. Good to know for completionists and all that. I'm sure I'll mess with that in the future. When replaying a chapter using chapter selection, quest and story data will be temporarily reset. You will retain all acquired collectibles, such as music discs and manuscripts. Completing a chapter will update your previous play data, but switching to a new one midway through cause you to lose your current progress to that chapter. Yeah, so you kind of got to do it all in one go. Oh, that's cool too. There's even like a list of not sure if it's what you're missing or what you have. Maybe it's in hard difficulty. Huh. Good lord. So wait, did I miss anything in chat? Okay. GG. Well, the only issue I have right now is that, I'd mess with like looking up all the other cutscenes and stuff or what have you, but I don't really have that planned for obvious reasons because I don't want to get spoiled on YouTube or anything. So I'm not sure when we'd show those off. All the bonus stuff. Man, still at 10 out of 12. Oh boy. Well, for now, let's go to the title screen. Because there's a lot of shit. A lot of shit. YouTube app on PS4. Yeah, no. God. I think YouTube app on PS4 would not work because I don't have my PS4 set with like an HDMI splitter. But nah, I mean, it's fine. We don't need to like really, you know, look that stuff up for our impressions. It's just minor stuff that's really cool. I'm glad that there's so many alternate paths. Like, you know, with Jesse's bike riding, you know, Walmart or Wall Street and all that shit. Walmart, as people say. God. Lord. So let me lower it just a little bit. Holy shit. Let me just set that controller aside. Oh my god. What?
There's a lot to unpack.
What
here.
just happened? You know what? Hold on. This is not good enough. Let me switch this for you guys. Let me do the full screen webcam. Give me a sec, I'll fix that. There we go. Had to get rid of the crop and shit. Oh my lord. So what just happened? Like
we just
there is so much. There's so much like to just talk about with that shit. It's insane. Like, as a fan of the original, but not, like, super into it, I still had enough information to piece it together, right? Because it was mainly, like, the main points. Also, let me know, Zgoten, can you hear my sister okay? I don't know if I need to, like, lower the title screen music a little bit. I just have it on in the background. But, wow, dude. Fucking wow. I guess I'll talk about this stuff, like, you know, we're doing closing thoughts, but I gotta talk about that ending first. Holy shit. I need sister test sound effects. Say something.
something.
Why does everybody do that?
I don't know.
This is why I ask people what time it is or something.
It is currently 12:10 a.m. The night is still young.
Is it really? Can you hear? Okay, give me seconds. I'm just charging my phone for a sec. Okay, so sound of this a little bit. Oh my lord. I I was expecting it to end with that bike chase just like the original. But of course, you know, the whole, like, Arbiters of Fate thing, like, that's not completely out of nowhere. They've been setting that up for the game for a long time. Ever since, like, I want to say... Yeah, pretty much, Chapter 2, meeting up with Aerith. And... in my mind, I didn't want to say anything, right? There were... I gotta stress, there were a lot of things that I wanted to say, and I chose not to say them. Not because I didn't know, but because I wanted, like, for one, I wanted my sister to have her own, like, thoughts in her head, from her experience of, like, not having played the original game or knowing much about it. And I didn't want to, like, say anything, because some things that are alluded to are, like, spoilers to the original game, which is, like, surprising. So, it's kind of nuts how they set up all that shit. And I think the first, God, what was, like, the first scene that made me suspicious of what they were trying to do? There was, like, one. Yeah, I'd say probably the biggest, like, scene that made it seem suspicious was, like, towards the end, when, like, Barrett just, like, died by, like, Sephiroth's sword. Because the way the original, went was that... Let me double check something. Okay, no. Nothing else in chat. The way the original went was that the president just died by, like, Sephiroth's sword. And then that's how, like, you know, they find out that they need to, like, take out Sephiroth, because he, like, as you were storming in, like, you know, the building, that shit just randomly happens. And then it becomes this, like, really weird part of, going to Shinra HQ. It's like, who's, like, actually murdering all these soldiers and shit for us, you know? And it's fucking Sephiroth, which is, like, insane. But seeing Barrett die and then seeing the Arbiters, like, pretty much heal the man back up immediately. I already had some speculation, especially when they were, like, you know, doing, like, Avalanche HQ, and Jesse and Biggs, like, you know, potentially dying, but I guess Biggs lives, which is nuts. I don't know about Jesse. Maybe there's, like, a implied or something. I don't know if, like, the scarf and, like, her gloves, like, that were, like, on the counter.
Yes.
Maybe those were hers. I don't know. So maybe they're trying to say that either she lived or, like, Biggs keeps it as, like, a memento of her passing. I don't know. That could be taken so many different ways, right? It's kind of nuts. So, man, it's insane. But yeah, the Arbiters, like, I kind of knew what they were going to be. In a way, they're basically what was making sure that the original plot still happened. That's why sometimes they were helping out or being a hindrance. Like, the first time even with Aerith, like, they're pretty much, like, keeping her in place so that Cloud notices her, so that the plots for the original game happens. Like, this is some weird, like, alternate universe slash, like, timeline shit. And it's weird because it's like, okay, well, why would, at least for me, this is, like, my theory, it's, or not even theory, like, they pretty much, like, confirmed it. It's like, why would this need to happen? Why does this whole thing of, like, fate and destiny need to be a thing when the original game had it without them?
Yeah.
Because the Arbiters are completely new shit. And I guess the reason for that they mentioned is because of Sephiroth. I guess, they mentioned, I forget who mentioned it, but, I think it was, like, Aerith, kind of, like, translating for them, saying that, like, the Arbiters, like, voices don't reach Sephiroth anymore. And he's basically doing whatever the fuck he wants. So, I don't know if that's, like, timelines were kind of confirmed when, like, you did, like, assess on those, I don't even know what you call them. I guess, like, you know, the, those weird, like, specters, like, the three of them that were kind of, I assume, resembling a Cloud, Bear, and Tifa, and, like, a future timeline from what the assess said. So I guess timeline is the thing, maybe not so much an alternate universe thing. Well, it might be, because, like, I guess an alternate timeline could count as both, right? So I'm like, Jesus. It's kind of insane what they're trying to do. Because I freaked out, and I didn't want to say anything, because, like, when Zack first showed up towards the end,
yeah,
and it was, like, all those fucking, like, troopers, like, about to, like, gun him down, that's the end of Crisis Core. That's where Zack is supposed to die.
Yeah.
Like...
That's why I was like, oh, this is some time loopy shit, because while I don't know all the events in Final Fantasy VII, I do know that I think Crisis Core or whatever, like he's supposed
Yeah.
to die by the end of it.
He's supposed to die at that
So,
point when he's being gunned down
when
by all the
I-
Shinra troopers.
Like, when
oh my
you
lord.
were like, he survived that, I was like, wow, time loop.
Yeah, it's insane. Hold on, let's
But
see
now
what
it
I...
makes so much sense. I was really confused because I was like, okay, like, what does Destiny have to do with this? Like, why are we fighting Destiny right now? I mean, it was epic, but I was
Yeah.
like, what does it mean? Like...
So I was just reading chat. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of nuts. Because it's just like, why is this happening? And it's weird. Because, like, now... I don't know. Like, I'm excited for this. But it also feels weird. Because, like, that last hour or two is, like, insane. Just, like, completely, like, throwing out the script and putting in all this new shit. This is like this weird like meta narrative going on where it's like almost like self-aware.
Yeah.
Like these characters like realize, oh my god, like the one fucking line that Red said where it's just like, man, these are events, you know, that would happen if we were to fail here. And I'm just like, man, that's kind of sad because all those cutscenes were what happens in the original game. Like Meteor falling down, Red like riding off of like a, you know, a pack of like smaller,
Yeah.
like you know, cubs. That was in the original game, where essentially towards the end of the game, Red's like roaming around a forest that is basically where Midgar used to be.
Yep.
You know, which is kind of like this whole like
Yeah.
message of like the industrial going back to nature. So Jesus Christ, and then they also allude to like Aerith's death, and then they cut to like the place where she has to be like, you know, pretty much like descending down like into water, like caught it to like send her there, and I'm just like, this is insane. This is fucking insane. The visions that they're showing here, like, oh my god. And it's just weird to like see that stuff in like the context of like, this is like the bad timeline, or I guess like the bad ending, which is weird. And I guess it's only bad in the sense that Aerith does die, you know, and it's not ideal. Because of stuff that happens in the original game. But, it's kind of crazy to think about where this is going to go now.
Yeah, because pretty much from here on out, if they've taken Final Fantasy VII, you know, events that actually happen in the original game, and are kind of like, here's the Final Fantasy VII, you know, and we're just basically gonna erase that.
It's weird.
Like,
it's really weird, and I can totally understand why some people do not like the ending to this remake. I completely understand.
Abolishing canon.
Because it's not even a thing where it's like people wanted it to be like turn-based and it's not following the exact same beats.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of they're not even getting what they probably expected. They're not even getting like a remake that like embellished stuff. Like even when people who like kept playing through the game and they were down for the ride and they're like, oh man, they just added so much more to what I liked. You know, if you have like an open mind, you're like, okay, cool, I can't wait to see them like leave Midgar and go to, you know, Coast of Soul and all this shit. Like even kept mentioning in the stream, like, you know, that, oh, they're still gonna go on board and like do the other stuff from like, you know, the rest of disc 1, right? And it seems like we're not getting that anymore, potentially. It's so weird, because I guess now, like, Zack's timeline of him, like, actually living, potentially, and, good lord. Question is, does he actually live? Because, like, that scene of him carrying Cloud makes me think that maybe he might just get gunned down later like he did, because in the original game, that's completely how he died. He was carrying, like, Cloud with him.
Yep.
After all the Mako poisoning fucked him up, thanks to Hojo, by the way. And it's just like, that's kind of the funny thing too. So, I don't know how many spoilers you want to know about the original game. Do you have any questions at all about the characters or stuff that's like blank for you?
I've been doing my own kind of like research and stuff like that.
Okay.
Outside of this, just to kind of like know what the fuck is going on. But in all honesty, my knowledge is still pretty much zero.
I mean, there's not a whole lot you need to know about the characters, aside from, like, I guess the reason why Cloud has his PTSD, but that's kind of a mystery that I'm not sure they're gonna like explain in the second part. So it's weird. It's like I could try to explain it, but maybe not. I don't know. Depends on if you want to be in the dark. But long story short, imposter syndrome, PTSD, Mako poisoning, really fucked up shit. It's Lord. It's not great.
Yeah, I know that the Mako poisoning has something to do with the hallucinations that Cloud is seeing.
Yeah, with Genova, like essentially every soldier has Genova cells in them.
Yep.
Thanks to Hojo's fucked up experiments.
Yep.
And that's why he has like these mental breakdowns all the time. And it also doesn't help that before the bombing mission, before the start of Final Fantasy VII, is basically when Zack dies and Cloud like pretty much like takes on his persona because of that, like because of all the trauma and shit.
Yeah.
It gets really fucked up.
Oh.
Like the original story for 7 is kind of nuts and it's fantastic.
Like, I remember reading that like Cloud wasn't even like a first-class soldier to begin
Yeah.
with. Those are literally just like false memories.
Yeah.
Implanted.
Yeah, because they were like pretty much like Zack's memories. And that's why like Hojo, like towards the end here of the remake, is saying like, you weren't ever a soldier, right? Like pretty much exposed
Yeah.
Cloud to everybody, and it's just like, yeah, God,
Oh.
it's fucked up. Because I guess some spoilers for the original people haven't played it. Although Zgoten knows it. I'm just saying if anybody's watching in past broadcasts. Yeah, Cloud was never good enough to make it into soldier. He ended up being one of the grunts, essentially. That's why that one other guy in like when Cloud was going down the stairs in like chapter 17,
Yeah.
and that soldier noticed him, or the trooper noticed him. He was like, "Oh shit, Cloud, that's really you?" You know, like talking like he was like a friend that he knew from like so long ago.
Yeah.
Because he was in that division. He was literally just hired grunt for Shinra, more or less. Tagging along with like Zack and like Sephiroth when he wasn't a degenerate piece of shit. Before he found out that he was basically, you know, with Genova and got all fucked up. So it's crazy. The plot to the original game is crazy. I'm paraphrasing a lot of shit, obviously. Hopefully I didn't get anything wrong. But yeah, it's nuts. But this whole ending is insane because I generally don't know where they're going. Like, the way Aerith was, like, talking in that final, like, scene, or, like, beforehand, where it's just, like, doesn't even know what's, like, on the other side. It's, like, freedom, boundless freedom. And it's just, like, it might not even be, like, you know, might not even be good. But in a way, it's almost like, I don't know. Maybe it's like this like symbolism shit where it's like the Arbiters of Fate are kind of like the OG fans wanting it to stick to what it is. And, you know, they're just trying to break free from that towards the end. And it's kind of insane to think about.
Wait a minute.
You know what I mean? Because, like, the Arbiters are trying to keep track of how the original plot of the original game goes.
Wait, the Arbiters... Okay, the Arbiters of Faith are the butthole-looking wraiths, right?
Yes.
But what about... I'm thinking, what is the role of the guys with the hoods and the numbers on their arms?
Oh, that's...
They, are those, like, ex-soldiers or something? Like...
They have not really explained.
Because, like, I don't know.
I
Like,
could not tell you.
I've heard of, like...
There's probably theories on that.
Like, I've heard of soldiers and, like, degeneration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that actually looks like. But then I look at those, like, guys who have, like, the... Well, I don't even know if they're guys, but, like, whoever they are that have, like, the numbers on their arms, and they literally look like they're knocking at death's door. They look like fucking shit. So I'm like, what if those are soldiers that tried to leave Shinra and, like, are now degenerating and are slowly dying, pretty much?
Maybe.
I
But
don't
it still
know.
wouldn't explain why they're connected to the Arbiters.
That's true.
Like, it's so weird.
Like that entire scene where the Arbiters were flying around all over the place.
Yeah.
Sephiroth was there. I'm like at the Shinra Tower. I was like, what does it mean?
It's kind
What
of
are
nuts.
these things?
And it's weird, too, how, like, the remake, I guess, is, like... It's adding in stuff from, like, spin-off, like... I don't know if it's, like, books or something, but I know, like, Leslie was from, like, a spin-off thing. And he's, like, incorporated into, you know...
Interesting.
Or same thing with, like, obviously Crisis Core is being thrown in here, which is
Yeah.
kind of nuts. Advent Children was probably like mentioned as well, or like it seems like one of those scenes looked like it was from Advent Children, but it might be crazy. Towards the end. Number guys are in the original too. Oh, are they the oh shit. It's gonna sound so low when I say it. Is it like the fucking like these guy are sick freaking meme? Good lord. Because I'm like, man, that's where I'm like a little hazy. I'm trying to remember. Because again, that's the thing. I know a lot of the, you know, the major stuff, but there are some things that will slip through the cracks for me, which is why I want to play the original game, you know. But lord. That quote refers to them, actually. Because I remember, like, there was a door that you could inspect, you know, where Cloud would be, like, the residential area, and it would just, like, it mentioned that shit. But yeah, no, it's nuts just to think about this ending. And in some ways, I'm conflicted. I'm really conflicted because it's kind of cool to see, you know, that it's gonna be a completely new thing. It's not just the original game again. But it's like, I already feel like the game did a good job at not just being the same game again. With adding in so much new stuff and it just looking really fresh and like... It's so weird, because now I don't know what they're gonna do with a sequel to this remake. Like, maybe this is why they didn't call it Remake Part 1. Maybe this was the remake. And now the second game is something else entirely.
Bro.
Right? It really makes you fucking think. And that's good and bad at the same time. Because I'll be real, I was kind of excited to share Final Fantasy VII with my sister for the first time so she could, like, see all this stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, it's like now people will be waiting, like, 2 years for something that they already know is gonna happen, you know? And it's just like... I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted.
Yeah,
I'm
like...
excited, but I also feel cheated out of, you know, an experience as well. It's weird, y'all.
Yeah, it's weird, especially because, like, the way they've been marketing it is kind of like, oh, like, experience the fucking classic, you know, like the RPG classic, kind of like a new generation sort of thing. I'm just like, well, no, not really. I'm not technically experiencing the OG
and
Final
granted,
Fantasy VII in a fresh coat of paint, you know, or
granted, the
whatever.
second part hasn't shown up yet, so who knows how much they're gonna divert in the second game. Maybe the locations will be the same, but, like, the main threat and scenario will be different.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. Like, I guess they can selectively choose now what they're gonna bring in. It may bring joy, it may bring fear. Yeah, the initial, like, reveal trailer.
Yeah.
Oh. And it said, like, literally, let us embrace whatever it may bring, but I'm like, oh my god.
I've been seeing a lot of people get really excited for it, though, because it's like, ooh, they're doing something new with this. Like, where's it gonna go?
And that's the thing. I'm partially excited, too. Like, I'm not down on it. It's just... We're definitely losing something to get this.
Yeah, I've been seeing some people share that same sentiment, where it's not like they're super upset, like, they're still excited to, like, see what happens.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well, I thought this was gonna be a remake, like...
Yeah, and this is the thing that I need to stress, too. Because the first defense will be that the original will always be there. And that's true. But even just thinking about what they did with, like, Wall Market, and, like, all these other places where, like, it still has those same beats, but, like, seeing how they've just, like, delivered on those quest lines and even added some new stuff, and, like, all this banter and presentation, just... They've even already added some stuff from, like, you know, the expanded, you know, like, compilation, which some people might like, some people might not. There was a very cursed line. I didn't say anything, but they mentioned that there were soldiers that were S and G types or units.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's cursed because I know the G stands for fucking Genesis from Crisis Core. Gact is really happening.
Fucking Genesis.
Gact is fucking happening and I'm terrified.
Yep.
I'm scared, y'all. They called it out. They didn't need to. They could have been quiet. They could have kept their mouths shut. Oh, Lord. I'm honestly glad that you're a bit more skeptical than most people. Yeah, it's like... I'm optimistic, right? Because let's get something straight here. No matter what happens in the second part, whatever they call it, I'm not sure if they're gonna call it Remake 2 or like, I don't know, I don't even know, something like artsy, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or something, right? You know, I could totally see that happening. Good lord. It's insane to think about, but the thing I want to say is don't get it twisted though. No matter what happens on that second part, this game stands on its own and is incredibly fucking fun. It will never take away from the enjoyment that I've had from this game just playing it for the entire way through. I fucking love this game. And we'll see what happens next, but God, for like the what's my file at? Hold on. How much have I been playing this? Let me check that real quick, guys. Wow, 57 hours. Granted, some of that was like, you know, taking breaks in between or like waiting. So, you could probably shave off like, if it's like accounting for like reading chat, maybe like take off like 2 to 3 hours from that, and it'd be like pretty accurate, you know? But man, that's like we're doing all the side quests and everything. It's pretty good. Pretty good, you know? That is well worth the 60 bucks. My god. It's been incredibly fun. But, everything from... Good lord, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to cover on the ending? Was there anything else you had questions about? To make sense of that? Because there are some things where it's like, they're leaving it ambiguous on purpose, obviously. We don't have all the answers. But, my god. It's insane. Good lord. Oh, I will say, too, the only other thing is that Sephiroth, like... I don't know if that was, like, the real Sephiroth or still, like, a fake one that we fought. But Jesus Christ, he's... Because that was the other weird part, too, like, throughout this remake, is that, like, Sephiroth showing up in places where he did not in the original game. And just being outright, like, ass. Like, he's just enjoying this shit. I feel like he's just flipping this fucking script. Because, I feel like he knows. He's trying to divert from what the Arbiters of Fate want. Because it doesn't end well for him. Obviously, in the original game, he fucking dies.
Yeah. He
gets destroyed. Despite, you know... Well, he kind of dies twice. You know, because the first time Cloud kills him off in Nibelheim. Or so we thought. But then by the end of the game, he's, like, officially done. So maybe it's this way of him saying, like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna rewrite the future. Like he said, you know, I'm gonna change destiny. So that's probably what the hell is going on with that ending, which is kind of insane. You know, he's flipping the scripts, and they gotta rise up to fuck him up anyway. In a whole different way. It's kinda nuts. But we'll see. You know, this has the potential, now that it's completely new stuff, this has the potential to be a bummer. But it has the potential to be something great. It's just... God, it's scary. Like, I don't even hate Nomura. You know, it's like everyone's saying, like, oh man, Nomura's the one responsible for this shit. Good lord. It's, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even the writer for this. Wasn't it, like... Actually, Zgoten, do you know who was, like, the main writer for Remake?
Oh my god, yeah, I saw the screenshot, but, like, I don't remember the name off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think who it was, because I feel like I've seen it, too.
Yeah, like, it was a tweet where they say, oh, no, Murana's bullshit again, or whatever, and, like...
Yeah. And it's just, like... listen, I love Nomura, and... yes, he's, like, director, but it does not mean that he has the final say. Is it Tanabe? Why am I thinking of Tanabe? I'm not sure. I'm thinking of somebody else. Kojima or something? The one who wrote the original Final Fantasy VII? Ah, okay. Yeah, but, you know, I'm just trying to say that Nomura is not the main writer for this stuff. He didn't even know he was director until they announced it in that trailer, which is insane. It's really funny to think about. They definitely announced VII Remake, like, a bit too early, like in 2015. But, that's neither here nor there. I still enjoyed the game a lot. Like, for me, personally, it was worth the wait, but I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, and that's totally fair. But for me, I thoroughly loved my time with this game. The shit that they did in certain chapters was incredible. The music was consistently great. Oh my god, the banter was so good. The only thing that I could... Well, a few things I could gripe about is just that some parts were a little more dull than others. Like the collapsed expressway with, like, you know, the robot arms and stuff. That was a bit too slow for my liking. Like, yes, I did get stuck on one part, but that was still, like, a little bit too long.
Wait, what?
You know, like, the collapsed expressway with, like, Aerith and, like, the robot hands and, like, maneuvering that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bit slow. The music was great, but it was a bit dull. For what it was. It's like, the puzzle-solving aspect of the game, it's like, it's there. You know, it's like, it's whatever. Let me see. His co-writer was Matsumoto Toriyama, who wrote the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. Fingers crossed for that sequel. Yeah, we'll see. Granted, I have not played the 13 games, so I can't really talk about them, but I know, like, reception-wise, yeah, the story for 13 is not great. And I think that's the main thing I want to, like, say as well. I'm a casual fan of Final Fantasy VII, right? I like a lot of things about it, but I never got to properly do my own full playthrough of the original game, and I want to do that at some point. But man, now it feels less mandatory. Or maybe it doesn't, right? Because it's weird. It's like, it's gonna divert from it, but it seems like you get more out of this ending and this, like, plot if you play the original game or know things about it. Because now you know how it's subverting that stuff and, like, completely going off. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Because it's like, do you really need to play the original? Yes, but no? Now? It's so strange. So strange.
Pretty much. It's like... I mean, you can play it to see, like, how different it is, but...
Yeah.
You know, it's not one of those things where it's like, wow, like... This is Final Fantasy VII, but, like, new.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna be saying, oh my god, that was from the original, you know, like, over and over again, like I was every time I was playing it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, now I'm curious. I'm definitely gonna, like, I feel obligated now to actually go back and look up playthroughs of the original. Because, you know, like, it's like, well, what was the story before this? Because obviously now, this is trying to tell a completely different story. I mean, not completely, but it's definitely putting a pretty substantial spin on it if characters that were supposed to be dead aren't anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure, didn't, like, Wedge and Biggs die in the original game?
Yes, and that's why I didn't want to tell you anything. Because it's like, yeah, all of them died.
Yeah.
All of them. And I'm just like, this is crazy. Wedge, I'm not even sure what happened to that boy.
He got taken by the Arbiters.
Yeah, but I'm like,
but
is he being set up for something later? Or is he dead?
Yeah, like, is it implied that he's dead? Or is he,
because, like, when you fade to black and he has, like, the one last line, it's like, usually that's for, like, a death.
Yeah.
Usually, right? So I'm like, I don't know.
At the same time, the fade to black implies that, like, he could still be alive. Because, like, remember, when we first thought he was dead, that plate looked like it was gonna fall on top of him.
Yeah.
And, like, he ended up alive. So, like, it's like, what if this is another one of those instances where they're keeping it kind of, like, open and not explicit? So, like, if he is alive, he's probably out there.
Maybe.
Maybe. We just don't know. Like, I was genuinely surprised to see that Biggs was alive.
Same. I couldn't believe that.
Dead.
He looked like he was fucked up. Like,
explicitly.
Oh my lord.
We explicitly saw him die on screen. So, like...
God. But, yeah, ending aside, I'd imagine there's gonna be theories for years. You know what I wondered too? I wonder what they're gonna do with Zack now. That's like another weird part too, because now that he's, you know, potentially living in this timeline, I'm thinking of like some weird Final Fantasy VIII like Laguna shit where TLDR on that game. I don't know too much about it, but I know that like it would switch between like two characters like perspectives throughout as you played it. So I'm wondering, you know, if we're gonna like have sections where like you play out like Zack's route, and then like, you know, Cloud and Co's like route as well. I'm not sure.
That's a possibility.
They've messed with that stuff before in like the Kingdom Hearts games and whatnot, so I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me.
Roxas!
But man, it's kind of more like Sora and Riku have like had like different paths before.
Is Zack Cloud's Heartless?
No. Please no. Please abort this immediately. Please cease.
Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe
God.
Cloud is Zack's Heartless.
No. Lord. But let me see. Small correction. Toriyama directed 13.2 and 13.3. Didn't write them, but that doesn't make me feel better. Yeah, I don't blame you. But yeah, no, you know, just like, I don't know all the pieces, you know, like I could speculate as to what these things mean. Or what it's going to be. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it because this one was so damn fun. But I don't know what it's gonna be. But with that being said, you know, I'll definitely be there for that second game. Like, I think pricing for both of us will probably both be there, you know? Because after playing a game like this game, holy shit, like maybe barring like one or two moments where it felt like a bit, you know, a bit slow. Like I'm trying to think. I'd say
the sewers, I've heard people like that's a bit slow.
The sewers kind of went on for a bit. It was fine. It definitely started to feel like I was going like a bit too long.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird. It's like if they stopped at around the point when like, I don't know, like a little over, like when they said like, oh, this is where like the Sector 6 sewers and Sector 7 like sewers end. Did like a little bit more, that'd be fine. But yeah, the sewers kind of dragged on a little bit. I want to say it was chapter 6. Yeah, chapter 6 kind of. It was just there, like, yes, they expand on like the sun lamps and stuff, but like that section where you're just like trying to go to like the reactor, but you're like moving like platforms and stuff, and it's just like this like small dungeon, like, you know, where they're like, going like across like the fans and everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Also, phone died. Shoot, give me a sec, guys, because I gotta be able to look at chat. Can't catch a break. I could just look. Always look for my phone. Should be fine. But yeah, it's that's probably like the one chapter. I know. Oh my lord. I think it was that and one other one, but I can't think of it right now. Was it 13? No, I don't think it was chapter 13. I mean, the rest were like, you know, pretty much fine. It's just that, like, you know, sometimes it had a bit of like, you know, pacing kind of slows down a little bit, and that's fine. But man, I gotta tell you though, like, Bong Mission was fucking great. That was a fantastic opening. Chapter 2 was great to make you like feel like, you know, the weight of what you did with bombing like that first reactor and like, you know, being framed for it, like made you feel really shitty. Chapter 3 was honest to god like fucking magical, seeing the slums and like just getting used to like all the characters and just like all the charm to this world. Oh my god. Fuck. Like, it's just, it's so good. Chapter 4 was great too, for how short it was, just getting to know more about like Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge, but mainly like Jesse, and just seeing like the upper plate for a little bit and what it was like. Oh my god, that entire chapter was just so good. And like this, I don't know, like I still keep thinking about that section where like, you know, Biggs and Wedge are just kind of like explaining like Jesse's backstory to Cloud, and they're just like walking along that like, you know, moonlit street, and I'm just like, that image is so like clear and vivid in my mind as like a memory. It's so good. That entire like chapter 4 was fucking awesome. And a lot of chapters are really great about that, right? Like I feel like a lot of the times when they expanded on stuff in this remake, I feel like they honestly nailed it. Especially Wall Market. Wall Market was fucking great. All the side quests are there, the fucking sauce, the squatting mini game. Oh my lord. Almost everything is there, and if it's not there... There's only one part, I was looking for the, This is gonna sound cursed when I say it, people will know. It was an asterisk, so I'd assume what, like 4. The fuck room, as they call it. There was one very cursed room in the original.
Oh.
TLDR, a bunch of dudes get in a bathtub with you, or like a hot tub, and shit's implied.
I remember
Shit's
that.
very implied. Quote unquote, it hurts. And Daddy's so lonely. A whole bunch. I was looking for that room. I don't think I missed it. I made sure to check. It was not there. I was wondering. That's why when I was saying to Hunter, like, there's a certain room I'm looking for.
Daddy's so lonely.
I didn't see it, and I'm just like, okay.
What if they censored that shit out?
They probably had to. They're like, listen, we can't get away with this.
Their ethics department went, wow, we can't.
We can't do this. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't, like, didn't someone say Square Enix actually has an ethics department?
Yeah, that was the whole, like, controversy with Tifa wearing, like, the sports bra and everything.
Yeah.
People complained about it, but then, like, Square saying, like, they just had to do it because of the ethics like, department, saying that, this is kind of what you need for approval. So I'm like, rip.
But it's like her boobs were huge anyways, so.
I ain't complaining. She looks
Tifa
great.
was on screen. I was like,
Queens, both queens. I will say too, though, like I was saying before throughout the playthrough, holy shit, Barrett's the best now.
Most improved.
I cannot stress how much I did not care for Barrett in the original game, and I'm not saying he was a badly written character, but he was very one note. And this one, you can tell he's like someone who like really had to like work up to being a leader, because that was the thing too. When the original, like, he said that he was like the leader of Avalanche, I didn't buy it for a second. I was like, how does this hot-headed dude like become the leader of Avalanche? He doesn't seem like he's got charisma. He doesn't seem like he's got the leadership skills. He's just constantly shouting shit, getting pissed off. I'm not sure he's the best to lead people when he's such a loose cannon, right?
Yeah.
Like, he literally said at one point, like, even in the remake, he's like, he's a fucking ticking time bomb. But even more so in the original, he's just, like, all over the place. Constantly angry. But, like, in this one, it's, like, you can see him, like, being, like, really playful and having fun with the rest of them. He's trying, like, he seems like you need to earn his trust, for him to, like, really get along with you. But once you do, he's got a heart of gold. Lord. Give me a sec, I'm trying to see, if I can see chat on my phone.
He's a good papa.
He's a very good dad. Yeah, Barrett's, like, definitely the most improved character. I would say, without a doubt.
I don't think there was a single character. That's one of the things that I've already said, but, like, I don't think there's a single character in this game where I was like, oh, I cannot stand this character.
Wait, Zgoten, what do you mean blue dress reveals the truth? Lord.
Oh, the boobies. The Tifa boobies.
Oh, right. Sorry, my mind is just somewhere else. Lord.
You cannot look at those things and say those are small.
Yeah. God, that went over my head. But yeah, no. Oh my god, a lot of the banter is so good. The only thing I will say about the banter is, for as great as it is a little jarring to hear the same battle quips over and over again. Because for so much voice acting that there is in the world and everything, you would think that those would change in context. Like, even 15 did that, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like, like, based on, like, the story, or, like, you could, like, see them, like, getting along better, or, like, a bit more interactions. Like, hell, even Xenoblade 2 was, like, really good about that. Like, sometimes the quips after fights killed me in that game. They were hilarious.
Well, wasn't there one between Barrett and Cloud towards the end, where Barrett was telling him to kind of, like, keep it up or whatever?
Yeah.
And Cloud, like, actually responded favorably that time?
Yeah, and that's like, there's little shades of it, but I don't think there's enough.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what you mean.
Man, I really need to know that Tifa could always use a good shower, Good lord. Or that she worked up a good sweat. I'm like, listen, can we have some banter with, like, Tifa and Aerith just complimenting each other, please?
Pretty much,
you know what I mean?
Like,
I'm just
for
like,
all of their friendship
it's so
that
weird.
is shown in this remake, you would think that there'd be a little more rapport between the two in terms of, like, in-battle dialogue.
It felt a little lacking for how much voice acting there is in this game. I just wanted a little bit more to go along with the story and just, kind of feel like they're getting closer as a team, That's just me. But, yeah.
Nitpicky, but...
A little bit. But I think some people will make fun of those, like, quips being repeated towards the end.
That is true. I saw people memeing up on Twitter about, about Tifa wanting to take the shower.
Yeah.
I was
You know
like,
what I
my
mean?
tongue is ready at your disposal, queen.
Yeah, I saw that.
Something like that.
Yeah. No, I saw that one too. But yeah, no, just, that's like the only complaints I might have, you know. Everything else about the game, like, if anybody saw the playthrough, they're here at the end. Absolutely incredible game. Absolutely incredible. Like, if I had to give it, like, a, like, critical review, I guess, or what would you call it? Like, obviously not, like, objective, because that's bullshit. If I were to give it, like, you know, an actual, like, review, I'd probably give it, like, probably a 9 out of 10. Just because it does have some technical issues as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's great, but, you know, when it does, like, you know, have issues, it is noticeable.
It definitely pushes the PS4 to its limits, and you can definitely tell.
This game needs more air, guys. God bless the ring. No, it does not. Can you imagine the main menu with those sound effects? I would die. But yeah, no, this thing, it's incredible, though, when it does look great. Like, the bombing mission looks fantastic. Like, the Shinra HQ, like, Chapter 17, like, all that shit was fucking awesome. You know, at some parts it looks a little more rough than others. That's the thing, it's like, it's weirdly inconsistent at some parts. But for the most part, it looks great. You know, it's just, man... It's just not completely perfect, but granted, no game is. Even I'll be real, even the original Final Fantasy VII is not a perfect game. Oh my god, hot take, or, you know, dirt, ash, a little bit of mold take, where it's just like, yes, you're fucking late, right? You know, I just don't really get a chance to talk about Final Fantasy VII like that. But even that game has some problems, right? So, you know, I'm not gonna, like, get into it because we're already talking enough as it is, but... You know, there were some parts that were a bit of a drag in that one. And some things were a little bit janky back then. Especially, like, I remember I mentioned too, like, that train graveyard was, like, the most confusing thing to traverse in the original. Granted, like, yeah, you got over it in a few minutes, so like, it was weird. It was weird how that one worked. FF7 isn't my fave either. Yeah. Definitely picking up Final Fantasy 7R when it comes on Steam. Yeah. No, that's the thing, like, I will say, regardless of what you think about that last hour or so of the game, holy shit. If you love JRPGs, if you just like Final Fantasy, and if you think even one thing about Final Fantasy VII is cool from the original, or if you just want a new experience and you want to, like, appreciate what makes this world so charming, you owe it to yourself to get this game, right? Like, I think this is one of those games where it's like, it's hard to be disappointed or, like, upset when you play it. Like, I know the Arbiters of Fate is, like, a thing that most, like, OG fans might not want, but what I mean is that it's hard for you to, like, have a bad time when you play this game, right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be something that's gonna make you smile. There's gonna be something that gets you excited. There's gonna be something that might get you salty, like me. You know, like, some boss fights are just, like, the right difficulty where it's like, you will die, but then you figure out what you have to do. The combat is great. This is one of the best combat systems I've seen. I know a lot of people were down on it being, like, you know, action RPG, but this is such a fantastic... Like, I had complete hope, complete and utter confidence that it was going to be great when they mentioned that the same guy who did the battle system for Kingdom Hearts 2 was working on this. I knew it was going to be a fucking home run, because that... Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff that is, like, similar to Kingdom Hearts, and in a good way. Like, when I was, like, doing combos and, like, staggering enemies, like the Rufus fight, I noticed, I mentioned it too, it reminded me of, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is, like, secret boss, where, like, there's, like, a stagger point for enemies, and then, like, at some point they will just hit back. Like, there's a lot of, like, subtle things that make that flow feel very much the same, in a fantastic way. But then, like I mentioned when you were playing, the combat menu, or the command menu, sorry, that is, like, the great equalizer. When things are getting too hectic, you can just slow down and assess and pick out what you want to do. I use it all the time. Like, shortcuts are great, but the command menu is where it's at if you want to take a breather and just really plan out your situation, right? Like, towards the end, I was planning, like, okay, well, since I'm getting sniped so much with like prey and raise and I'm actually controlling the characters, I'm just gonna assign that shit as a command. That way, Cloud or like Tifa will like take all the heat while I'm trying to use like prey on Aerith, right? Like that's what I should have done before to like help mitigate that stuff, but I'm glad it was like really working at the end. It's a lot of layered stuff that makes it like good, because at first people would think like, oh man, it sucks how like every character that I'm playing, the enemies will go after me. But that's kind of good, because in a way that means that it's guaranteed aggro on one person and everyone else can just do their thing, no problem. There's a lot of like strategy and like, you know, a thought to that. Same thing with like the system. It has like the stagger system from 13, but it's not automatic shit, so you actually got to plan out and use moves that cause stagger or not, or what's like the right weapon ability. Like they all have some use, so it was great to see like even triple slash, like I mentioned, being used all the way near the end, you know, for like crowd control and stuff. It's great. It means that every weapon skill had a purpose and utility, and it wasn't just replaced with something else. Same thing with the weapons, with like having their own like weapon upgrades, so they could all be valid till the end of the game.
Yes.
They weren't just replaced like, you know, oh, the next best thing, Buster Sword, is completely irrelevant. It's like, no, it was still pretty damn good.
I did like
a lot of design choices were made really well.
I was a little worried, like when I saw the drop-down menus in the combat system. I was like, oh no, is this gonna be Kingdom Hearts? Like, no offense,
yeah.
like, you know how like Kingdom Hearts had the drop-down menus on the side?
Yeah, and it was all like in real
like,
time, but it was like weird.
It was all in real time. So like sometimes I'd fumble, like, oh shoot, what do I want? Like right in the middle of battle.
Yeah.
So
those games live and die off their
really...
shortcut menus. If it wasn't for shortcut menus, it'd be hard as fuck to play.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But like now, like seeing this, I'm like, I'm very, very happy with how they implemented.
Yeah, it's such a good hybrid.
If I fumbled over it like a lot, it's literally just because
you were playing like Animal Crossing. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like I was thinking about Switch controls, so I kept pressing the wrong things. But once my mind kind of got the hang of it, it gets a little easier. GG.
Yeah, and there's like a, you know, like the Punisher counter and stuff. Like there's like certain attacks that help.
It's a game that challenges you.
Yeah.
For sure, it's not a freebie game. You have to look for attacks. You have to know when to block. Like that shit ain't free.
Yeah, and you gotta be like proactive too. Like, you know, buff your party up, or like whenever you see an opening or stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're always thinking about stuff, but it never feels overwhelming because you can just take your time with what you want to plan out.
Yep.
The only thing is that it does get tense when there's no ATB to go around.
Yeah.
And I'm just like literally praying for that prey to happen or get like at least one ATB. Like I'm just looking at that bar like, oh my god, please, like like a man in the desert waiting for like this freaking like water to come out of like a water dispenser, like one single drop.
I'm seeing a lot of people, I think it was on Twitter, saying that they went into this game kind of with the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
Where they were playing it as like an action, you know, hack and slash sort of game. And it's like they had to get themselves out of that mentality because by and large this game still is an RPG.
Oh yeah, and, like, I gotta go into that menu.
Like you have to buff characters up, you have to be very
equip
attentive.
the right materia, make sure you upgrade your weapons. Thankfully there is like a way to auto set that to like make it balanced. But I didn't use it for a while because I like getting like the unique skills. Yeah. And then if it was stat based, I'm like, alright, just do auto balance, whatever. But yeah, it's like definitely live and die off that menu. Because I'm surprised they kept the materia system relatively the same. There's like different ones that they have to use since it's like a different combat system. But it's like mix and match, and like the great part is that materia can be swapped around with anybody. Mm-hmm. So a maxed out one will work no matter who you put it on. It doesn't get reset, which is really great.
Nice.
And like I mentioned before with like AP, you don't even have to like keep using the spell to make it like count. You just have to have it equipped. There's like convenience, but you still need to meet the game halfway and properly customize your party, you know? Because good lord, I think the Leviathan fight really like it's a good and bad example because I got fucked up, but I had to rely on Barrett having like the revive and his steel skin, which makes him like take you know, more damage. Same thing, like it's just like giving him like an HP up materia so he could like live a bit longer. When Leviathan tried to nuke me, shit was fucking nuts.
Live and die by those skills in RPGs.
Yeah, like there's like things you can always customize. It's just great. Like there's like a lot of good freedom to it. So I'm glad they didn't get rid of the materia system for something else because that was always really good. But aside from that, yeah, just you know, every chapter for the most part was really good. I was blown away with how much like they did. Like, I think the highlight, I'm definitely in agreement with other people. Chapter 9 with Wall Market was the fucking highlight, right? Like,
Oh my
the
god.
fucking Honeybee Inn and that dance off, bro.
Yes.
Like, I will never forget that for as long as I
That's
live.
another thing. I really love how this game knows when to have its very tense, dramatic moments.
Yeah, and it just has some fun.
Yeah,
like,
but
you
then
know?
it like goes and just it literally feels like Yakuza in that sense.
Yeah.
Where like Yakuza, at one moment you're following this very tense,
Super serious story. And then it's like, let's just chill out for a sec. Let's
Yeah.
just do some side quests. That's another thing too. The side quests, I feel like they were just enough, right?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't overwhelming. I could actually feasibly do those comfortably without having to look up a guide or anything. I feel like it was the right amount of side quests too. Maybe you could have cut like 2 or 3, but for what it was, I don't think it outstayed its welcome. It was completely optional. Plus, they were always worth it, always giving you new materia, or if you wanted to upgrade your battle until you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. There was a lot to do. It was really good. I think it was really well done. Like, the optional content wasn't like overblown, because some games do that, and I'm just like, when is it ever gonna end? You know, like, if you want to feasibly do it, it's like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be here for like the next like several hours, you know. So I think that was handled well as well. We obviously mentioned the soundtrack being phenomenal. I cannot praise that thing enough. There were some genuine remixes that are just so damn fun, especially once again in Chapter 9. Like, hearing some of those remixes was great, especially like I really liked, I already mentioned it before, on the Collapse Expressway, that like weirdly like Tekken-ish sounding like battle theme was like fucking awesome. I don't know the name of it yet.
Ooh, I think I know the one that you're talking about.
You mentioned it before.
Wait, what?
No, I'm saying like we mentioned it before, like
Yeah.
on like a previous session. But it was like Cloud and Air, if you know, with the robot hands and everything. But like it was like before
Yes.
you press like before like the bandit showed up, but it was
Yeah.
like this really nice like techno like battle theme. It was really nice.
Dun, dun. Something like that. It started.
Lord.
Yeah, I really love that one.
Yeah.
I also really, really loved the Tifa Aerith theme mashup.
Yeah, the
over
remix
at
that was going on.
Corneo's.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome
God,
too.
I love that one.
Like, that's
so
just
much.
fun. Those are both just fun. Same thing with like even just that little like battle theme remix for like the dance like practice. I'm just, this is so unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's
oh
like
my
super
God.
old like Eurobeat almost. Like, it's so good. Oh my god.
I really, really love this soundtrack. Like, it just really goes apeshit with all the different genres. Like,
Yeah. And
there's
definitely
just something there with like almost every genre out there.
yeah. Like, even a little bit of ska in there too, like we mentioned, like, it's insane.
Yeah.
And not only like there's the music for the actual game, and then there's music for the jukebox. Like, it's like over 30 tracks or something. I think I missed like 2 of them, but it's like,
bro.
it's insane. Like, really good like jazz arrangements and all that shit. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, no wonder this thing, I think the soundtrack came in like 6 discs or like 7. People said, like, it's insane. It's really something else. Like, I shudder to imagine what the second part's gonna have, because now that they've remade all these tracks, is it gonna be completely new stuff? I wonder, right? Like, that's probably gonna be the most interesting thing to see, is
Yeah.
how much they're gonna keep from the original and what they're gonna do from here on out, because it seems like now the sky's the fucking limit.
Yeah.
Literally, like, they can go wherever they want. It's insane. But I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I feel like there was another thing that, like, oh, I will say, oh my lord, the that final gauntlet of like tons of boss fights like in the Shitter HQ, holy shit, that's exactly what I want for like the end of the game. Like, this fucking high, like, I don't know,
Ultimate challenge.
just something about just like, man, that final fight with like Rufus and like Cloud and shit. But then, like, on the other side, it's like Barrett and Aerith like having their own one, which is like very similar to like the Scorpion fight and the bombing mission. Like, it was insane how much like I had to juggle and stuff, but it was so fun. Like, oh my god, it's so good. The bike chase sequence is like one of the fucking best things ever. Like, tons of quips. The remix like arrangement is phenomenal. Genova fight was so good too, like just the build up on each phase, and then hearing like the actual main like melody from the original game like really pronounced and in there, and I'm just like, yes, yes, I was giddy. Oh my god, I can't wait to see Max's reaction to that, because Genova's theme is probably one of like the best ones for like just having like soundtrack in general, the original game. That shit's iconic.
I've been thinking way too much about the characters in this game. I feel like, so now I'm just like, okay, Biggs is alive, good. Wed probably dead.
Question
Jessie,
mark?
what? You're not gonna bring her back? But
I don't know. I'd have to see again if it's like her gloves or something on that table.
Yeah, like maybe there's a possibility.
Because I don't know about the
still
bandana,
wear
because
it.
it's like Biggs wore a bandana. That could be his, right?
is
But
true.
the gloves maybe might give.
But I don't know. The bandana looked pretty small. It
That's
looked like
true.
it looked like the one that Jessie wore. It's like those slender sort of ninja bandanas.
But even so, this is my theory. It's like, I don't even know if that confirms that it's dead, that she's alive, because it could just be that he wanted to keep them as like a memory of her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like that could be a thing.
I don't know.
Maybe she's alive and we just don't see her.
Oh, we also don't know if Biggs is alive in our timeline, or if Zack is alive timeline. That's true. With the way that that's set up, yeah, I was thinking about that too. It's like, who knows? Because there are definitely things that like they're alluding to, like with the Zack's over. It's like it's deviating from the stuff that you know completely. So
Wait,
it's
But wasn't Marlene in the same room with him, or was she in a different room?
No, she was in a different room. I'm pretty sure she was by herself.
You're right.
But I think she just like kind of like maybe like heard or like like felt like
Yeah.
Barrett calling out to her.
Bro, my mind is blown now.
Lord.
Yeah, like what if?
But
what
it could
we're
be cut in a
seeing-
way where maybe it was like different timelines.
Yeah, like what
Maybe
if
it's a
Biggs is
different Marlene.
alive in that timeline, but not really in this one?
This is insane.
Bro.
It goes so many ways.
Also,
Yeah, Biggs is in the orphanage. Marlene was at Elmira's house. Yeah.
bro, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was alive at the orphanage, and then it cut almost immediately to Marlene.
Yo, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, Roche is my boy.
Oh yeah. Holy shit!
He's fucking insane. Like,
Roche
where are
has
they
to
gonna take
come back.
him?
He has to come back in the sequel, because I'm like, what the fuck is gonna? It's like he just left.
Like, he just appears and leaves, but it's like, I highly doubt that they just added him in there just as like, oh, here's a rival for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I feel like there's something, like, why introduce, like, a character and not do anything with them? So,
I feel like
kinda
he's gonna
curious
come
about
back,
it.
like, maybe not even like the main, because he's like he's a bit player. He's like a third-class soldier, which is
Yeah.
still nuts, because third-class soldier, like, Cloud claims he's first class, but it's like Roche is doing some crazy ass shit on
Well,
that
I'm
fucking
kind
bike.
of thinking he literally attacked his own fucking men.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why do they still keep him around? This guy's
Yeah.
a danger to society.
I feel like he might not be like a thing in the main story. Maybe there'd be like a side quest or something you could
Probably.
do in the sequel. Who knows? But yeah, no, he's nuts. Oh my god, there's so much shit.
That's what I fucking look like and act like when I've had like 2 fucking Red Bulls or some shit.
God, I wish.
Against my better judgment.
Oh man, that was great too though. Like the bike chase sequences are like vastly improved. There's so much of this game that's just improved, but the main thing for me that just made it way more exciting for me was the voice acting and the cast being so well done.
Oh god,
Like,
yeah.
I tell you, like, I was already loving
and that's
Barrett,
like
and I was
half of
loving
the
Tifa.
character.
That's the thing, like, when Aerith showed up, her introduction was perfect. Like, the rooftop scene and everything I remember from the original, they just made it so much better. She was already, like, sassy in the original in some ways, but, like, just hearing it with, like, the proper, inflections and, like, delivery on those lines, and I'm just like, this is perfect. Like, everybody will say, like, that's her ladder sequence, and she's like, oh, I don't need some help, and then, like, just class is like, shit, just, like,
God.
everyone remembers that scene. Everyone's gonna remember that scene from this remake, just because it stands out so much now with the voice acting. It's,
I gotta be honest, I didn't expect Aerith to have so much personality to her.
Right, and that's the thing. I always knew it was there, but that's the thing. I don't blame you, because they've ruined her character out of the original game.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of made her just, like, weirdly, like, I don't even know, almost like saint, like, there's like
Cardboard
a word I'm
box
thinking.
saint.
kind of, right? Like, almost like this, like, divine guardian sort of thing, where it's, like, just sucks the fun out of what made her so, you know, so
Likeable,
charming. Yeah. It's just like, man.
And then I heard her speak, and I was like, what the fuck? Aerith, I heard her say shit, I was like, Aerith! Oh my god.
God. It's, yeah, they handled it so well, but then when Aerith showed up, it's just like, oh man, I'm in love with this. Like, I'm just so enraptured, and like, I hear, like, the Turks theme and everything. It's just like, that entire section for me, I was like, oh my god.
Bro, now that you mentioned the Turks, Reno is my man.
They're so good.
Bro. He's a fucking joke, but I love him. But he's like a joke in the sense that, like, he wants to, I don't know, he wants to be a joke.
Yeah. That's the thing too, though, talking about Reno, oh my god, that was like the first proper, like, one-on-one fight with Cloud, and that shit looked fucking awesome. Like, that felt like some, oh my god, like, again, I keep mentioning it, like, in the the best way possible, because, like, this year I played, like, the Kingdom Hearts 3's, like, DLC, and it reminded me of those boss fights, like, the one-on-ones, where it's like, I just gotta learn the patterns, I gotta, like, find the openings and, like, what to do. It felt so satisfying, and this kind of thing with this battle system that is, like, so cool, is that I feel like they can do so many spectacle attacks and not have to worry about, like, you know, how it has to, like, be balanced. Like, you could do, like, a Punisher counter, you could just block that shit, try to dodge or run away. There's so much that you can do, but still make them look really cool. Like, I remember, like, the Roche fight, too, that was, like, technically the first one-on-one fight that was, like, really fun, too. I remember when he was doing that one attack where, like, he kept,
Kingdom Hearts.
he kept, like, on God, that was, like, dodge roll, like, man, like, the second I knew, like, he did, like, the one, like, strike down with the lighting, kept doing it, it's like, okay, I know what I gotta do here. I need to fucking keep rolling. Like, it just, I knew it in my heart. It's so satisfying.
When he was doing those sword plunges, I was like, I'm getting some, like, deja vu.
It's insane, but that's the thing. For as much as people, like, shit on Kingdom Hearts, like, story, and I get that, the fights are always fucking awesome when it's one-on-one fights, and, like, the patterns are so fucking cool. It's like anime bullshit, but it's amazing. The spectacle is so good. Like, you're either on board or you're not. People who know. Honestly,
the Kingdom Hearts, like, okay, while I'm not a fan of the stories, the Kingdom Hearts games have always been crispy when it came to, like, the fights.
Like, you see a fight, like, as a spectator, it's like, holy shit, this is, like, ridiculously awesome. Pretty much. The spectacle is all there, so it's great to see that they've really made him stand out here. The one thing I forgot to mention, too, though, talking about Reno, remember how we had that issue where it was actually hard to hear him?
Yeah.
Apparently that wasn't the soundbar. Apparently everybody has that issue.
Really?
There are parts in the game that are just not mixed well with the audio.
That's a little tragic.
Which is unfortunate, which is why I still put it at 9 out of 10, because there are some parts where it's just like, man, with all the polish and sound design that they have, there generally are some sound mixing issues I've noticed.
I literally could barely hear Reno. I was like, no!
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, the music sometimes drowns out the really great voice acting, which is a real shame. But again, this is nitpicky stuff. Like I was saying, if I were to do, like, a review, I'd give this, like, a 9 out of 10, but in my heart, this is, like, a 12 out of 10 for me. This is, like, past a 10 for me. This is, like, one of my favorite experiences I've ever played.
God,
right? Like, there was nothing I looked forward to more than just, like, waking up and being like, oh man, I'm playing VII Remake again today. Right? Because it was so fucking fun. I couldn't wait to see the next cutscene. I couldn't wait to see these characters again. Like, it feels like family, you know? I'm just like, oh my god. This is I feel like I'm getting the experience that people had when they played the game years ago. But, you know, obviously now with a much better modern, you know, presentation to it.
I honestly never thought that I would sit through an entire Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
It's just like, God.
Because, like, the last game you played was Final Fantasy 15, and I obviously did not stick around for the entirety of that.
Yeah, but this one, like, it's linear, the pacing was better.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, it knew exactly what it wanted to be, and it didn't overstay its welcome. At least for me, I think. Like, it might have dragged in, like, a chapter, like, 1 or 2 sections, but that's not enough for me to say it dragged all the way through. Because all the way through, I was smiling, you know, pretty much. There were some times where I was like, okay, little bit of a hitch here and there, but for the most part, it was a really satisfying journey.
Also, the hitches were honestly technical.
Yeah. God, and there's so much, like, optional shit, and, like, the replay value is really high, because there's so much stuff you could, like, do on, like, an alternate path. or go to chapter select, you know, hard mode. There's a lot for you. Like, for someone who's like buying this like full price, it is so worth it. Do not listen to people say like, oh man, 30 hours, that's too short. I'm like, listen, you get as much as you put into it, and there's a lot you could put into this game if you want to, like, you know, check for more secrets and shit. But yeah, I guess, Zgoten, I'd ask you what your thoughts are, but I guess, like, we're talking about that eventually at some point with me and Shin. So we'll save that for later. But, man, I think that's all I pretty much have to say, like, without getting into, like, super in-depth, like, stuff, right? I think the game is just fantastic. Mm-hmm. I think it was an absolute joy to play, and, you know, I already discussed the ending. We'll see where it goes. It's conflicting for sure. I'm not sure how to feel, because it's like I'm not completely hype, but I'm just like, this is uncharted territory, you know? We'll just have to see. But I can't wait. I'm definitely a fan. And at least for this first one, I can definitely say it's a solid recommendation to anybody. Like, honestly, even if you don't like JRPGs too much, like, it's still action-based, so there's still, like, the spectacle to it. But, man, you definitely gotta go in on those menus. If you don't, you're gonna regret that shit. Oh, the other nitpick I would say, too, is that, man, assess is, like, pretty much a required material to have all the time. Because, some boss fights are way harder or easier if you know and have that shit equipped. But, let me see. Go to laugh at F7 R's Ken and Kingdom Hearts? No way. That'd be too much. Like, already this, like, Fate and Destiny stuff is, like, already kind of nuts as is. So... yeah,
that fight was kind of Persona-ish.
Yeah. You know, it's just like, man, we're really doing this. And I kind of get it, but... oh my lord. And that's the thing, too, right? Like, the Arbiters are, like, fighting so much. 'Cause it's like, this is pretty much like what Red said, is, like, they're pretty much, like, their last resort. You know, to try to, like, keep, you know, the game in line with what the original game is. But it's just, like, it's so
like,
crazy.
The Arbiters of Fate, are they basically, like, the Final Fantasy VII OG purists?
Yes, that's what I mentioned earlier. It's, like, in a way, it's kind of like this meta-narrative of, like, the Arbiters are the OG purists. I wanted to say the same. And the characters are pretty much, like, the writers and everyone else that's on, like, the staff saying, like, listen, we want to take the fucking wheel and bring it somewhere else.
We want to expand this. We want to do something new with it.
And that's the thing. In some ways, I'm kind of glad it's not just the same game again, because I would already know what to expect. But, you know, it's just, it's so weird.
But now you have me thinking about the whole fact that it's like, yeah, like, what if part 1 is the remake, and then part 2 and 3 are everything else?
Yeah.
What if it's like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
like, maybe this literally was the remake, because this was up to the point where they're going to remake another, like, alright, bitch. Now we're going to flip the script.
Alright, bitch, y'all played the remake, now we're playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Like, throw that script in the trash. Sephiroth has a script now. He knows. He knows the shit ends badly. He's like, let me just rewrite this. Let me just select all and clear. Like,
bro, maybe that's why they made it a multi-part and they just didn't want to tell us.
Like, this is Sephiroth's game now. Yeah. God, he's like, oh really?
The Sephiroth meta.
He's like, oh really? I died in this one? That's a terrible ending. God. It's funny to think about. We'll just see. I'll leave all the theory crafting and shit for other people. That's not my thing. Because I don't know all the pieces, right? I don't know Crisis Core like that. I don't know all the details. I don't know everything of 7.
Yeah, people really hardcore study that.
Right, like, I'll leave it to those people. For me, I'm just like, it's cool. I'm excited, but also cautiously optimistic is the right word for it, right? It's just, we'll have to see where it goes. But I'll definitely be there. I'll definitely be there day one, because this was an amazing experience.
Time for me to theorize, because that most definitely is my thing.
I was gonna say, it's only 119, honestly. We could probably, like, chill and, like, watch some people's, like, impressions on, like, the endings. Maybe watch, like, Max's log as fuck, like, theory crafting or, like, whatever he thinks of the game.
I love theory crafting as a writer, honestly. Like,
that's probably the most exciting part,
especially RP,
too.
Like, I take characters and literally, like, just study them bit by bit. Like,
and that's probably, like, the most exciting part, too, is that, like, the discussion leading up to part 2 is gonna be insane. There's gonna be a lot of people talking about what this could be, or like this excitement, right? almost like, God, I don't even know. It's like, it's weird because I was not expecting it to end like this, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the discussion's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's not all gonna be positive. There's gonna be some negatives.
Hoping it at least stays civil.
But the thing is, though, regardless of what your opinion is, I do think it's a valid opinion, right?
Yeah.
You have every right to have wanted this to be a remake, and you have every right to be excited because now it's something completely new, right? It's just, there is no right opinion in this case. It really is a divisive thing. It's crazy to think about. I'm literally in the middle here. I would have preferred either or, so I'm still looking forward to it, but man, it definitely feels like a trade-off.
Yeah.
It was always going to feel like a trade-off, you know? So
It's gonna be weird.
yeah, I feel like I'm a broken record now. But yeah, just fantastic game. I honestly can't think of anything else that's going to be Game of the Year for me that's not going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake, because this game absolutely deserves it. But we'll see. The year isn't over. Maybe something else will blow my mind, but I gotta stress once again, nothing has made me happier in probably well over, like, God, not since discovering Yoko Taro games, and even then, those are like, make me like excited for like different reasons, but even then they had some jank to them, right? Except for like Automata. But this, from like a consistent standpoint, I'm like, oh, it looks great, it sounds great, you know, it looks great for the most part, but you know, it's like, it sounds great, voice acting is great, like everything's just like nailing it, so I'm just like, this just hits all the right notes for me. So in terms of like the overall you know, enjoyment, I'm like, damn, nothing in years has made me this happy. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it here and leave you guys with that. So oh yeah, obviously there is like chapter select, you know, and it could do hard mode, but like I said, I think I'm done with Final Fantasy VII Remake for now. I don't want to like overdo it, you know. I want to revisit the game in the future, like I said, closer to when like part 2 is out, or the sequel, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna call it part 2 for like simplicity's sake. You know, just because we don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
I will mention that too, though. People who are saying this is going to take like another 3 or 4 years, it's not going to take nearly that long. They've laid down a lot of the foundation for the remake here. You know, this is already a very fun game, so I have confidence that it won't take them nearly as long to make stuff or assets. And they've already mentioned, I think in an article like back in November, that they've already started development on the sequel back then. Probably not a lot of it. I'd imagine they deserve a fucking break.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of a break before they get back into it. But, yeah, just, I'm looking forward to it. I think we're gonna get it in 2022, I want to say. I feel confident in saying that it's gonna be 2 years, barring any delays. It might be 2023, but I feel like 2 years feels about right.
Yeah.
To anticipate, you know, a follow-up to this. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Did I miss anything? Okay, no, that's it for the chat. Just making sure that there was a new message. But yeah, that's it for 7 Remake for now. I'll let you guys know if I ever like do like a revisit. Who knows when? Because there's a lot of stuff I could go back and check. But yeah, just very, very fun time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for anybody who joined me on this.
Yes.
The original game will be played at some point. Probably not this year, but next year I'll check that game out. You know, go through that journey properly. God damn it, it's been so long. But yeah, that's all that there is to be said for 7 Remake for now. Doesn't feel real. I feel like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and just be very sad. You know, like I'm gonna feel the withdrawal. I don't know about you. Like looking at this title screen for like the last time, I already feel the withdrawal just like seeping into my body. You know what I mean?
I was like,
I'm
like, what now?
Honestly,
What? I go back to Animal Crossing?
I'm like, I'm gonna like.
I mean, that sounds like an insult, but it's,
yeah,
it's not.
It's like, I guess I'm going back to Trails from Zero. Or I know there's like a Trials of Mana remake is coming out soon. I'm like, I'm excited for that, but it's like, man, in the back of my head, I'm just gonna be like, man, but it's not Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, like I'm just gonna compare. It's like, but it's not making me as happy. Fuck, probably
It's
not.
not giving me as much serotonin.
Like,
Damn it.
I'm joking, but this game really was. Like, I think somebody, like, Max mentioned on a stream, like, someone else mentioned on Twitter. Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a religious experience.
Yeah.
You know, like, it
They're
was...
not even wrong.
It was, like, the daily routine, and I'm just like, oh, man, it's over. Oh, God. You know, it's gonna suck, y'all. But thankfully there's other good games to play, but it's gonna be a void in my heart. Until the next one comes out and I can see the crew and go back in this world again, because my God, it really is like nothing else I've played in a while. I love it. Genuinely love it. But, cool. Now that I've ended this, I think, like 2 different times, this will be the real one. I'm sorry, I'm bad about ending these streams, because I always think of something else like the last second, you know?
Fair.
But yeah, that'll do it for now, guys. So, thank you for tuning in. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming... I don't think I'm going to be streaming anything tomorrow. I might take like a day break, just because, other things I need to catch up on that are outside of streaming. I won't get into them here, but, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Did you want to do Animal Crossing, or... Were you gonna, like, take a break or do your own thing? Because we could probably, like, do, like... Well, I don't know. What were you thinking?
I don't know, because, like, if you did want to stream it, it might motivate me to get back into it again, because honestly, I haven't played that game in a while.
That's fair.
I did kind of pick it up yesterday, but then after the stream, I forgot. So.
Oh, man, wait, but the thing is... Ooh, I forgot. Tomorrow's weird, because, I'm basically gonna try to get a haircut, but I gotta go, like, cousins. But they could not tell me a time. That's why I always want to know a time, because I like scheduling this stuff. But, yeah. I mean, we could probably still do it if we do it, like, early or something. We'll see. Thank you for the stream. Oh, thank you for joining me, Zgoten. You know, we'll definitely talk later. By the way, actually, Zgoten, before we head off, do you know what day we do the discussion? I guess we need to, like, plan that out. I don't know if you had, like, a set day, like, you would like to do it. We could probably talk about that later, though. Probably in, like, DMs or something, or, like, ask, since we're all in agreement, so we can talk about VII Remake some more. Good lord. Which, I will say, too, yeah, me, Zgoten, and Shin, we're gonna do, like, a post-game discussion. Not that I'm the last person to do it, but hey, this wasn't a race, you know? So we'll be doing that. I'm probably, since this is gonna be, like, a video export, if anybody's ever watching, like, this playthrough and get to the end, I'll make sure to add, like, a video card, on the video that links to that discussion if anybody wants to watch that in the future. So I'm basically just future-proofing this for when that's out. But, yeah.
Future-proofing so you won't be caught in the this didn't age well cycle.
I don't even. Tell him when you're done. So I don't know yet. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess he knows now. So you could tell him if you want. But yeah, either way, we're gonna end it now for real. So.
You sure about that?
I don't know. This is ended like 4 times. This is so bad. Like,
this is cursed.
People do not know the struggle until they, like, have to, like, end something and they don't know how to fucking end it.
God.
Oh man.
Well, goodbye everyone. Bye. Good night. That's how you end it.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound... I don't know. It don't sound right. It's so abrupt and disrespectful.
Wow.
It's like, I'm kidding. But it sounds like, damn, like, are you in a rush to leave?
Maybe.
You in a rush
Maybe
to leave at, like,
life.
1:29 in the morning? What you gonna do at 1:29 in the morning, girl?
Sleep? Hello?
Ah, fuck sleep. We set up till 4 a.m. last night.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
Maybe that's why I need to sleep tonight.
I'm kidding.
How are you gonna judge me like that?
You will be judged. As everyone else will
Only
be.
Sephiroth can judge me now.
Just Sephiroth will judge by casting meteor in your room. It'll perish everything.
Die, bitch.
God. No. But, yeah. We're, okay, for the last time, we're gonna head out. Thank you guys for tuning in, and, I'll see you for the next one. And, you know, hopefully, hope for the sequel when we get to it, too. But, yeah, either way, you guys have a good night. Take care. And we'll see you then. Later, dudes.
Bye.